So here to solve this round trip puzzle called odd versus even. And we'll see the left and right of the grids are the even clues, the top and bottom are the odd clues. These 7s are the same clue in general, but this 2 and the 6, which are different clues, looks like the right place to start. We've got a 2 and a 6 long stretch in this 8x8 grid, just perfectly fit in. That now turns down and completes this 7. And along all these parts on the edge, because we can't go outside of the grid, we can draw the second X for this. So you know that this is going to have another crossing in these spaces. That leaves just these 7 cells in a row for this 7 from this bottom side. Puts this into the grid. This now turns over because we can't reach into this corner. And we now can look at these 6 clues, and the 6 clues have to get a 6 long stretch. They could start from this and stop here or move further out, but notice that both in the bottom and second from the bottom rows, we've already reached into the 6 cell in. So this is the 6 long stretch. Right now it's in 3, 4, 5, 6 cells, and this is in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells. So that marks off this X. We're not coming into this corner of the grid. This turns up, but has to go just 3. We get to here. And this is going to have to turn up as we put in these. And again, you don't have to strictly mark these, but if it helps you track, you're not turning again into the space off this edge. You get this X, which then forces this X. And so in these vertical columns, we need to take 5 cells in a row, and we can't take the top row or the bottom 2 rows, so we're left with just these. So these are the next clues to fill in. Let's come to these 4s. The 4s also have a tough time being completed. They have to start here and come at least over to this cell, but that means if we're always reaching into the cell, we have to cross over the loop here, cross over again, and that's now 4 along. And the same story for this 5th row. That marks these in. We've now made actually a channel on the left side of the grid. We need to get a 3 long vertical stretch, but coming through this requires taking 4 cells, so these are all marked off. This is how we take 3 cells and turn immediately. We can't take here, so we come over. We can't come into this cell, can't come into this cell. So this turns down, but if this continues down, it now closes off a loop bit. So this has to turn away, this has to continue straight. This is too long stretch here, joined from the 6th length up above, closes off this edge because we've got this X. That means this comes over here and closes off these cells. This is looking like part of the same loop, and if this turned to the right, that would be part of the same loop. So this turns left, this turns right. This needs one more cell to continue. This comes up, mark this off, and the last part of the loop, and we're done. And we can sketch going around the grid. We actually have one full loop, and we're going through all the sections before we come back to the start. So a nice version of this puzzle. If you've enjoyed round trips before, you can find more in the Loop Variety Collection, as well as in the Grandmaster Puzzles Quarterly Volume 6 that's coming out soon. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you again soon.